Well, state prosecutors will begin calling rebuttal witnesses first thing on Tuesday morning. State prosecutor Creighton Waters estimates the state will call 4 to 5 witnesses. Of course, that is subject to change. Once the state has rested that portion of its case, jurors will then take a field trip to Moselle. Alex Murdaugh's brother giving emotional testimony as recalled cleaning up his nephew's remains from the walls and floor of the feed room.
I saw blood, I saw brains, I saw pieces of skull. I thought it was something that I needed to do for Paul to clean it up. I felt like it was the right thing to do. I felt like I owed him, and I started cleaning. And I can promise you, no mother or father or aunt or uncle should ever have to see and do what I did that day.
John Marvin Murdaugh says as he did that, he spoke to Paul and made him a promise, one that he has not yet been able to fulfill.
You know, in my mind and out loud, I told Paul I loved him. I told him, I don't know, I loved him, and I promised him that I'd find out who did this to him.
Have you found out?
I have not.
Defense also calling forensic experts on their last day of witness testimony. A forensic pathologist to explain why he believes Paul's fatal shot was a contact wound to the back of his head.
To me, this is a contact range shotgun wound to the top of the head that caused extreme pressure buildup in the head from it being contact, leading to these types of fractures.
Also taking the stand, a crime scene expert who introduced a two-shooter theory for the defense.
My opinion is the totality of the evidence is more suggestive of a two-shooter scenario. The individual who shot first with the shotgun minimally was stunned, probably blood and material in his eyes, and maybe have been injured, and would have taken some degree of time to recover. It's not as if they could instantaneously suffer that, drop the shotgun, run to wherever the the blackout rifle is, pick that up, and then in any kind of a reasonable time period engage in a meaningful assault.
Prosecution working to discredit the defense's experts, calling into question the basis for their conclusions.
And Dr. Reamer performed the autopsy here?
Yes, ma'am.
And she performed an independent autopsy?
She did.
Did you perform an autopsy of either of the victims in this case?
I did not.
So you haven't seen the report that identified those as Paul's footprints?
Definitively identified as Paul's? No, I did not.
You only saw the reports the defense wanted you to see.
Now again, Judge Clifton Newman granting the defense's motion to allow jurors to take a field trip to Moselle to give them a better understanding of the crime scene. Of course, 2 years later, that could happen after the state has rested its rebuttal case. Reporting in Colleton County, Riley Benson, Count on 2.